Vice President Kashim Shettima meets UN Secretary General. And on Good Morning Nigeria today, we shall discuss the task before the Chief Justice of Nigeria.
Well, at 66 years of age, Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, is the second female Chief Justice in the Nigerian judiciary. And she is the fifth female chief judge in the Supreme Court that Nigeria has produced.
She's also the 23rd Chief Justice of Nigeria and is reportedly the youngest woman and the fifth female Supreme Court Justice, as Victor already mentioned. Now, recall the other four include Aloma Mukhtar, Helen Ogunwumiju, Mary Odili, and Clara Ogunbiyi.
Well, a 4-year journey awaits Justice Kekereekun, who is expected to retire at 70. Well, this journey is riddled with many challenges expectedly, since the judiciary which she now heads is the only savior, the bastion of Nigeria's democracy in this political era.
And yes, the judiciary has often been described as the last hope of the common man who seeks justice to resolve differences rather than take matters into their own hands.
Well, some gains of the judiciary include off-cycle governorship elections in 8 states to correct the wrongs of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Also recall the judiciary had to intervene in the biting Naira redesign policy of the CBN to rescue Nigerians, as well as the financial autonomy for local governments.
Now, you have just mentioned just a few gains, but I think the challenges before the new Chief Justice of Nigeria are many. One of them, of course, is the level of corruption in the judiciary.
A UNODC report on the 3rd National Corruption Survey in collaboration with the National Bureau of Statistics says 1 to 2% of Nigeria's judges and magistrates take bribes.
That's a heavy one. Now, the judiciary also topped Nigeria's corruption index in the report by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission.
Well, concerned persons have over time insisted that the Chief Justice of Nigeria is too powerful. They cite the fact that the CJN is the chairman of the National Judicial Council, which oversees both the appointment and discipline of judges.
She's also chairman of the Federal Judicial Service Commission, the National Judicial Institute, and the Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee that appoints senior advocates of Nigeria.
In all of these, it is clear that Justice Kekereekun has many challenges to deal with, and many of them require judicial reform. Now, this is to, among other things, ensure quick dispensation of justice, remove corrupt judicial officers, and ensure that they are adequately punished, with jail time, perhaps, if necessary.
And of course, listening to the Chief Justice of Nigeria when she was before the National Assembly some days ago, you want to say that, you know, from the way she spoke and then the meaning of her name, maybe she just has all the ability to take away all the challenges in the judiciary sector.
The meaning of her name, what's that?
Maybe you should tell me.
Well, it's a Kekereekun means a little tiger. And some will say, well, it's just little.
But there's nothing little about a tiger. All right, we have a panel of guests joining us today to speak on the task before Justice Kudirat Kekereekun. Welcome to Good Morning Nigeria, the last in the week. I'm Henry John.
And I'm Victor. So let me also welcome you to today's program. We are reaching you on the network service of the NTA. Abuja joins us a bit later for the newspaper review, but that will be after the news with Elizabeth Omori. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Victor and Nyeri. Thank you so much for joining us on the news segment. President Bola Tinubu urges Edo State Governor-elect Monday Okpebolo to swiftly begin serving the people upon inauguration, ensuring they reap democracy's benefits. During their meeting at the State House, Tinubu advised Okpebolo to be gracious in victory and unite the people of Edo State, while also working together with his political rivals for the state's development.
So you can face the task of development. We are here to work with you. Thank you for giving us the joy of this victory.
To the 79th UNGA, Vice President Kashim Shettima met with United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres at the UN headquarters in New York to discuss regional security, humanitarian relief, and Nigeria's role in international cooperation. The Vice President, representing President Tinubu at the 79th session of the UN General Assembly, was warmly received by Deputy Secretary General Amina Mohammed. Meanwhile, Vice President Kashim Shettima has welcomed ExxonMobil's proposed $10 billion investment in Nigeria's deepwater oil operations, describing it as a clear testament to the administration's economic reforms and investment-friendly policies. This was during a high-level meeting with ExxonMobil executives on the sidelines of the ongoing 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, USA. To hasten relief efforts for victims of the devastating floods, as well as for health and agriculture sectors reforms, the Nigerian government has secured a $600,000 relief fund from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The donation was announced when Vice President Kashim Shettima held a meeting with the Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation, led by its head of Global Development Program, Dr. Christopher Elias, on the sidelines of the 79th United Nations General Assembly in New York. And back home, Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris has acknowledged that 25 years of unbroken democracy in Nigeria as a testament to the people's will to attain and sustain freedom and liberty for posterity as the nation celebrates her 64th independence anniversary. The government image maker called on Nigerians to sustain the spirit of resilience as the government intensifies efforts to cushion numerous and daunting challenges. A bit from the judiciary, Kwara State High Court has convicted and sentenced Ayuade Akimbosun and 4 others to death by hanging over their involvement in the deadly April 2018 bank robbery in Ofa. About 30 people comprising policemen and civilians were killed during the robbery. Now, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NETCOM, has successfully rescued 8 more young Nigerian girls trafficked to Ghana and returned them to Nigeria. Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairman, CEO of NETCOM, received the girls at the NETCOM office in Lagos and thanked Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the First Lady of Nigeria, for her unwavering support in facilitating their return. The rescued girls, aged 15 to 22 from various states, were lured to Ghana with false promises of employment but were forced into sexual exploitation. Abike Dabiri Erewa acknowledged the significant role of President of Nigerians in Diaspora Organization, NADO Ghana Chapter, the Nigerian Embassy in Ghana, and the Interpol units of Nigeria and Ghana in the rescue mission. The girls have been handed over to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, to ensure safe and comfortable accommodation pending their formal rehabilitation and reintegration with their families. A report just reaching us indicates that 9 students of the Federal University of Lafayette have been abducted in a community in Gandu close to the main campus of the university. And that's the morning news. Good Morning Nigeria continues with beautiful Nyeri and ever dapper Victor.